What does that even mean, Bowers Game Corner?
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another very special Indiegogo review. Not used to saying that. Today we're going to be checking out Word Wars 1, 2, and 3 from Alvin Sanico. Now I first want to say this is not actually Word Wars 1, 2, and 3. That's a separate game. However, this game actually has that in here plus more. Now, I don't normally do Indiegogo projects just because people don't ask me to, but this is a very unique one. They're trying to raise money so they can buy boats to replace some boats these fishermen used to have that were, taken away by a tsunami, whatever it's called. And it's a really good cause. Their slogan's like, if you give a man a fish, he will feed his family for a day. If you give a man a fishing boat, he can feed his family for a lifetime, or something like that. But it's a very unique card game, word card game. We're going to open it up and see how it plays. Alrighty then, we're going to take a look at what you're going to get inside of this little package. First and foremost, I just got to mention, it is all cards. That's all you're going to get. Just fancy, fancy cards. First and foremost, you're going to get your handy-dandy rule booklet cards. This is an introduction to the cards and how they work. It's very nicely done. And then there's going to be 3 games in here, which we'll go over real quick. But before we do that, we're going to go over the cards. Now, the cards are very, very cool. They're one of the coolest things I've seen in quite some time. Each card is going to have 2 letters on it. So if you flip it this way, this is an A. If you flip it this way, you can turn it into an E. Likewise, this is an I, flip it upside down, and it's an L. This is a N. You flip it upside down, it's a U. Now the other thing you might notice about this P is worth 3 points because there's a 3 right there. But if we flip it up, now it is a D, and a D is only going to be worth 2 points. So very, very clever and cool idea. I really do like that. But let's go over the rules of the 3 games real quick. First, we're going to have solitaire. And how the solitaire is going to work is you're going to have 5 rows of 10. You go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're going to flip over the bottom one, and then you are going to try and make any word. You put that word to the side, so we're just going to pretend that all these cards are up here. You put the word to the side, and if you successfully use the word, then you flip the next card, and you are trying to get rid of all the cards, all 50 of the cards. If you can successfully do that, then you are the winner of Solitaire. There's also some rules to make it a little bit more complex, like sometimes you have to use a 3-letter word or a 4-letter word, and obviously the longer the word, the more complex the game is going to be. That's the rules for Solitaire. Next, we are going to have the final word. Now this game is only for 2 players. And what's how this works is you're going to give 12 players to the first card. They are going to lay out a word, any word they want, as long as it has at least 2 letters. So let's just pretend they did the word on. So they made the word on, or that's no, whichever way. It's upside down, so it kind of confused me. And then they're going to hand the deck of cards over to the other player. And they are going to make a word. And they might make the word, I don't know. They might make the word Z. It's not a word, but who cares? We're just going back and forth. And you're going to keep doing that until someone cannot make a word. Whoever cannot make a word is going to lose that round, which means they will gain no points for this round. And the other player will get to keep the last word they created. So if the last word you created was no, and you passed the cards over and I couldn't make a word, well then you are going to gain 2 points towards the end of the game, which since you have 2 cards. This one doesn't actually take into consideration the value of the cards. Each card is going to be worth 1 point to you. But you do that for a set number of rounds, and at the end of that set number of rounds, I believe it's 4 rounds, whoever has the most cards will be the winner of that game. Very simple game. Moving on to the last game and the star of the show, which is Word Wars 1, 2, and 3. Now, this deck of cards, as I mentioned, plays more than 1 game. I do believe, though, Word Wars 1, 2, and 3 is actually a standalone game that you can check out. And, spoiler alert, I would recommend checking it out because I think it's pretty cool. But how this works is, I don't know why I'm shuffling, each person is going to get 10 cards. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And what they're going to do is they are going to make 3 words, 1, 2, and 3. And they want to use as many of their cards as they can, obviously. And the word that they put on the top is going to be the one that has that is worth the most points, because this is the one we're actually going to be taking into consideration the points on the bottom of it. The second one is the second, and then the third on the bottom will be the one that is worth the least amount of points. Now, everybody around the table, you can have up to 5 people playing, is going to do the exact same thing, and then you're going to flip over round 1 first, or Word War 1 first, and you'll say, oh, look, I got this word, it gives me 6 points, this guy's got 4 points, 5 points, 6 points, 7 points, so whoever had the 7-point one would be the winner of that round, they will win 1 point. If there's a tie, then both people will gain the 1 point, and then you will move those cards to the side. Now, this one would go out. Whoever has the most points is going to win 2 points. Whoever has the most points up here is going to win 3 points. If you can successfully win all 3 rounds, which you got a pretty good deal then, or you're very, very smart, you gain an additional 4 bonus points, which can be a lot of points, because that's 10 points in 1 round. If you get a tie with someone else in that round, you don't get the 4 additional bonus points. But anywho, you will continue to do that for, I believe, 3 rounds. Whoever has the most points at the end of that is going to be the winner of Word Wars 1, 2, and 3. Alrighty then, Word Wars 1, 2, and 3. What are my final thoughts? Let's go over the pros. Let's go over the cons. First, on the con side, the game's not going to be for everybody. If you don't like word games, then the game won't be for you. It's for 1 to 5 players, so if you got a bigger game group, it might not be for you. If you're trying to accommodate 6 or 7, so on. Also, not all the games are created equal. Word Wars 1 and 2 and 3 is a very, very good game. Solitaire, I enjoyed that quite a lot. But the 2-player game, which right now the name is eluding me, take it or leave it. I got absolutely plastered by my wife on it. She just beat the crap out of me of it. She liked it. Wasn't my personal cup of tea. I just didn't think there was enough strategy. But moving on to the pros, this is a really cool deck of cards. Let me tell you. It's a great cause, but this deck of cards is fantastic. I think it's the coolest idea that each card is going to have 2 letters on it. They have different scoring on it. I like Word Wars 1, 2, and 3 quite a lot. It's a very quick, light game. You can teach it in no time. You can have it up and out in about 15 minutes. The game just goes like that. You just got to keep score. I like the solitaire version. I really do like the solitaire version a lot. I enjoy solitaire games quite a lot, and this one will remain on my shelf just for the solitaire purposes and also for the Word Wars 1, 2, and 3. This is a fantastic value in this box. I think it's $5 and you get it or something like that. It's awesome. It's a very fun deck of cards. It's a fantastic cause. I highly recommend you check it out and back them because it is an absolutely great game. It's a great cause. Check it out on the link below. Tell them Bowers Game Corner sent you. If you enjoyed this review, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for your time, YouTube.
That was the review for Word Wars 1, 2, and 3. For more reviews and previews, check back at Bowers Game Corner.